I don't have much experience with their gameplay, but I am assuming they're amazing at aiming if they're playing ISO. And then on the other side, Darthee, Sloth, Misuses, Wild X, and Raccoon. I'm looking at Misuses, who's the sub for Yellow Green Valorant, I think, right now.
Yeah, that is correct.
I'm looking to him to be the main caller for that team. Because I don't know how much Darthee like knows like comp like openings and like calling, so I assume Misuses will take hold of, you know, calling for their team.
Definitely, and we are going to see, so it's going to be Castles Kittens on the defensive side, Darthee and Friends on the attack side. As we get set up here, it looks like maybe a fast garage play is going to be coming out. And for those of you at home, get excited, get hyped in the chat. We have Valorant being played on your screen. The very first round here on stream for Carnation Clash, excuse me, is going to be a fast garage push here. Darthee going to break the turret there. Just two players on the defensive side towards C with one in garage, so it's going to be a bit of a brawl. The stuns are really good out from Darthee and Friends. The blind coming in from Nitro Dino as the trades go back and forth. Abu Dhabi found two. Nitro Dino finds another as well. It's just left up to Darthee in this 1v3. Let's find the second. Breaks the shield. Not going to find the kill quite yet.
One enemy
there it is onto Evo Mega Knight. Suddenly a 1v1. But he can't find the shot. Stats does clean it up. And our first round goes the way of Castles Kittens. Wow, explosive stuff.
Wow, that was. There's so many things happening. I think WWE got like 2 on the side hit. Like, I'm not sure, but Darthee using the bandit. That looks so cool. Like, I haven't played enough with it, but the one-tapping people with light armor seems like amazing, especially against, I don't know, like Sage, who usually buys light armor, even though they're like on the same team. But maybe like Killjoy buying the light armor, like, it seems insane.
Yeah, it made that 1v3 super winnable.
Yeah.
As we see another fast garage play coming into Abu Dhabi, shuts down Darthee, but gonna get traded out by Wild X there. So Nitro Dino, he's kind of alone. No, the Yor TP will come in for support here, so they do have the C site control. But I think Darthee and Friends are gonna look for play through the garage window. Evo Mega Knight does spot 2 out there, so seems to be aware. Goes for the swing and finds the spray down on the Misuses. That's the spike carrier killed as well as Castle finds one onto Raccoon. They seem to be handling this anti-eco pretty comfortably here, as the swings continue to come through for Darthee and Friends, but they're not going to find really anything to show for it. Sloth alone with the buck, he's going to full pump the shield. And Evo Mega Knight with 3 there, very comfortable looking out from Castles Kittens.
Yeah, I mean, the stinger kill from spawn to, like, the window door, that was, like... I don't like the stinger kill from that far, but... it was interesting that Darthee bought a Bucky for their eco run, but did not find much value going through the window.
Yeah, I think just hoping to catch a player off guard in garage, but Abu Dhabi was just a little too prepared for it and shut him down, and that kind of just steamrolled the whole rest of that anti-eco. As we jump into the bonus here, it looks to be a pretty big A-brawl here. You know, eco weaponry out from Castles Kittens, so Sloth finds the opener on the castle. Misuses with one of his own there. A great start here to the first gun round. As Darthee finds one with the judge as well, it's going to crack open the bomb site on a wide open. The Abu Dhabi trying to find any kind of value here is going to be denied for the time being as the play comes down here. A 5v3, very well handled, and a good reaction out from Darthee and Friends.
I mean, we've seen, like, a lot of just super fast stuff with the Neon comp, especially with Darthee leading it all, so, like, it seems like their game plan's just, like, hit site, let me go in, so Darthee, and Nitro Dino does get one though.
One enemy
yeah, traded out by Sloth, so I mean this 4v1 to Abu Dhabi, he's been pretty strong thus far. I don't think he has it here, down to 14 HP. Not gonna find anything. A pretty well handled anti-bonus round out from Darthee and Friends. And you're right, I mean that accelerated pace, that Neon, Darthee is just full sending it in these rounds. Things you love to see from a Neon, from your what should be your mechanically strongest player, right, in your team captain there. He's doing a great job at really initiating the rounds for Darthee and Friends.
I mean, it seems like Darthee and Friends aren't going for especially lurky stuff or lurky plays with the Sage, which is interesting. Like, maybe the Omen would go on a little adventure through, like, A alone, but it's like Darthee is just fighting alone yet again.
Oh my goodness. opens it up with a fast judge kill on the Castle, who is walking down mid, immediately pops ult and slides in, finds one on his stats. He's looking for more, pushing into the A-Link. That suppress is going to slow him down for the time being, but the damage has been done. 5v3 now as they have full control of this B bomb site. Abu Dhabi, though, does find one through the smoke. A third from Darthee trades it right back through the smoke. Looking for more, 1-for-1 on both sides. It's going to leave Nitro Dino alone in this 1v2. Trying to find some shots. Not going to find anything yet. The blind, though, is good. Aftershock doesn't quite deny the space. Darthee goes for the wide swing. Doesn't find anything quite yet, but Raccoon does finally shut Nitro down. And a second round in a row there for Darthee and friends.
I mean, Darthee looks like a psychopath the way he's playing, but it seems like it's just working. Like, he knows he's better than a lot of people, and he's just showing that on the field.
Yeah, I think Castle's Kittens were going for, you know, one of those traditional ISO Yoru plays on defense where you let your Yoru walk down mid and try and find an early pick on the grass and TP out. But the breach flash out from window, you know, tried to force that TP early, and Castle wasn't prepared for Darthee to just be right there in his face. Maybe a little slow and hesitant to TP out, so gets shut down there. And it looks like, I think Darthee and friends are going to slow it down a little bit. I like this decision out from them. But Evo Mega Knight with an early pick on a slot there in A lobby, that's a great shot out from him. And look at all these players from Darthee and friends. They're just kind of sitting around in spawn right here, so they decide to slow it down and end up finding basically no space and a kill going against them for their efforts.
I mean, they're so scared of who can walk through, like, the A log space. Like, they just have nothing right now. They're kind of just all grouped up in window.
Drone does spot the Abu Dhabi out on the B-bomb site. They've re-cleared some of this mid space, so they're going to take some of that there. And Darthee does find the pick on Abu Dhabi. That's going to be the go sign for them. He's going to fly into this B-bomb site, and they do decide to relinquish control here from Castle's Kittens. But Castle finds a great pick out onto Darthee before the Sage Wall goes up, so now a 4v3 in their favor, but traded back by Misuses. Great shot out from him.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have smokes for the hit. Darthee's probably like, where's my smokes? But he just died instantly when the round started.
Great
That's just a clean round.
Yeah, just a great job there from Castle's Kittens. Very disciplined, you know, taking their time, understanding that they're up numbers, they don't need to force anything too quick, and it's just a full retake, you know, with no lives lost there after the initial back and forth. That's a third round on the board, and they finally reset the momentum there. Castle's Kittens, I believe, really needed to find that round there before things started to snowball.
It might be a UO Yellow classic of UO Sloth on the smoke station just died to overswinging, which hurts a lot of hits, because Darthee would have survived if there's a smoke on C-Link, which is just really unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those moments where it's probably a lack of communication, maybe not building that chemistry where they have that understanding that when they find that pick onto that B anchor, Darthee attempted to accelerate, perhaps maybe a little too quickly for the rest of his team to be aware, as Castle does find the shot again onto Sloth, but Wild X good for the trade that time. Evo Mega Knight's kind of tucking into this corner with stats fading a little bit as the res comes through on the side of Darthee and friends. How long does Evo Mega Knight wait? Finds the reload timing and the kill onto Raccoon. That's a great pick there. Sticks around for more. Decides not to run away, gonna be stuck in this corner as Sloth finds the shot on the stats. Now Evo Mega Knight has 2. Can't do it. Sloth with 2 after that res. A lot of work for Abu Dhabi to have to do here on the back of the site. Darthee does find that shot as well, so a 1v4 for Nitro Dino. Not gonna happen. Again, fast, explosive gameplay out from Darthee and friends. They find that first pick and they just keep pushing forward. They don't care how many players might be behind that first. They're gonna keep finding them and shooting their gun at them.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit unfortunate for Castle. Didn't manage to jump before teleporting out, which gave Wild X the perfect opportunity to beam him down with the Spectre.
Yeah, a really crucial trade there, as you pointed out. I mean, if Castle's able to TP out, it completely changes the complexion of that round, I think. You know, the Sage Res came through, I believe, got the res off of that kill as well, so that was very crucial to swinging the round back.
Scanning ahead.
Castle's just...
Look at him go. Absolutely inspirational stuff from Castle. He finds so much information here. And I don't know how aware Darthee and friends are going to be, because he took this walk down pretty much immediately. So he might be tucked a little quicker than they anticipate. And they've been jiggling some of these angles, so they might believe it to be clear, but they're just going to choose to group towards the A side of this map here. You have 2 players on the side of Castle's Kittens that are going to have a lot of work to do once contact is made, because we know they're just going to accelerate quickly with that Neon. Ping's already coming out. I believe that's going to be a stun line there. Yep, here it comes. Darthee sliding in. Finds the pick on the stats. The shield up from the Abu Dhabi. Going to be broken down, blinded up, and taken down by Wild X.
I mean, we've seen before, like, Darthee and friends just love doing the fast exec after, like, getting contact. And
Oh, very
Castle
good
just
trade there
traded
for
out.
Darthee.
Yeah.
You know, and with the wall break, CT has to come in the blind into slow. Darthee's sliding through his own team slow to find the kill onto the Abu Dhabi. Sloth TPing up into heaven, gonna take down Nitro Dino. And that's a 4th round on the board for Darthee and friends.
Yeah, I mean, like we said before, Darthee's kind of like the spearhead of everything. And Darthee and friends wants to do. Like, he's in the name of the team. Like, Castle really who we're looking for on the side of Castle's Kittens to make plays happen. They do have, well, everyone has their ults besides Wild X. So this round might get insane. I don't know if Castle's Kittens are on an eco or something.
I did see some pings come out on the side of Castle's Kittens. It looks like they're going to be looking for some early contact to trigger that ISO ult, so you could be right here. We might be looking at a crazy brawl. Yep, here comes the Sova ult on the decay from ISO. Finds one onto Darthee, and Castle was taken down, so it's just a 1-for-1. Both team captains going down early into this round.
It's so crazy. Everyone on the side of Castle's Kittens is just on the A site. Because, like,
right here,
they're expecting like the fast hit, but without the neon, Darthee and friends are kind of like lost. They're just like regrouping towards this A site, but it is just a big stack of people.
Yeah, and honestly, I really like the way that Castle's Kittens are choosing to play this, right? They understand that the Killjoy has control of all of being corrupt, so they're not too scared about the fact of rotating in, so they're just going to anchor down on the site as the gunfights start to unfold. Stats and Mega Knight combined for one, traded out by Sloth. But Nitro Dino blinded, Raccoon takes down to Abu Dhabi. Nitro Dino, I believe, missed his TP there, trying to go for a play onto the site, so a 2v2 now. I believe it's going to secure the site, so the bomb should get planted here. This Odin, though, very scary out from stats. This is spam comes through the smoke. Nitro Dino creeping forward, just taking some jiggles, looking for some info here, but you can hear the jump spot coming in from default. Stun held out. Swing comes through. Sloth not finding it right away. His stats does find the kill on the Sloth. Raccoon left alone in the 1v2. The timing on the TP is bad. Raccoon finds the first. Looking for the second, but no! Stats with 4 on the round. Shuts it down. Wow.
I mean, it was kind of hard. You saw going for the swing CT a bit untradeable for the breach. And it was just a free 1v1, didn't win, and the round was kind of cooked after that.
Yeah, I think the stun was good, but the timing was a little awkward where Stats had taken a jump peek, and so he was able to back far enough away and not get punished initially, and Sloth maybe taking a bit of an overstep, really wanting to find that pick off the stun rather than resetting the position. You know, a bit of a misplay that ends up costing them around there.
It looks like they're grouped up a lot towards C. Might look for like a neon ult through garage, I'm thinking.
Oh, perhaps a fake coming in.
Through B,
I think this is a great fake out from Darthee, especially finding the kill onto Abu Dhabi. That's going to cause a lot of distraction. Castle does shut it down though, and I believe awareness is made as Nitro Dino with the blind and the swing on the C long players goes 1-for-1 though. So it is going to open up the C side.
Yeah.
This wall timing could be awkward. Yeah, the flash through. Castle finds one, but traded out by Misuses. Great trade there. 2v2 now again as the play comes down. A great shot out from Misuses onto stats there. Going to make it a 1v2 for Evo Mega Knight.
I mean, Castle with an amazing trade on Darthee after killing the Killjoy with the finger laser.
Focusing.
Looks like they might just play for Sova ult? Question mark?
Evo Mega Knight slipped out a little quicker than they were expecting, although I do believe the drone's eventually going to give him away there.
Stabilizing.
The vulnerable forces Misuses off though, but does get taken down by Raccoon. Wow, really well handled there, I think, by Darthee and friends there. I mean, the timing was a little awkward on that garage flash. For a second, things got scary, but the trades were just so fantastic.
I mean, it was a bit on, I forgot who the person was backside, but the Omen, a bit of an overswing after killing one, could have backed off to anchor a bit more, but
Yeah, I mean, it was
unfortunate.
initially great awareness, right? I thought that fake was going to completely draw the attention of Castle's Kittens, but Nitro Dino had the awareness to realize that it was fake. He blinded and swung and found the first, but there was just no smoke cover for him there, right? So as he tried to swing for another, the unblinded players were able to trade him out. And Castle's Kittens are going to be forced down onto an eco now. So a difficult round for them here, and we're going to see a lot of bandits coming out, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, Nitro Dino is scared of everything that's going on C-Long right now.
Yeah, a lot of early C control out from Darthee and friends, but you see Darthee is not with the core here, so you wonder how much of this is real presence versus fake presence as we saw in the last round.
It's like they might look to catch out Stats, who's just
has
a
far
shorty up
forward with
close.
the shorty. He's gonna get flushed out by utility. I mean, there's just nothing he can really do there. A bit of a checkmate position. And look, all of these players are so far away, they have to fast rotate over to A. I don't know if they're gonna get there in time. No, Darthee's going to slide in. He's gonna take the space first. ISO backside. The shots go wide on both sides. No Bucky, or sorry, no Sheriff, no Outlaw shots on either side.
Nowhere to run!
I mean, ults are vested. The wall is coming in.
Yeah, 1-for-1 on the
like...
ults there. Swapped with an overstep. Evo Mega Knight finds the kill. It's gonna drop a weapon. It's useless with one, but the Abu Dhabi trades out on Darthee. It's a 3v3 here. The shot's not gonna connect there. Misusis takes down Evo Mega Knight and Raccoon finds Abu Dhabi, and now Castle alone in this 1v3, stuck in the dimensional drift in the wrong dimension. Yeah. Finally comes back to reality, but he has no weaponry either. Just a Sheriff for him there. It's gonna be pretty difficult for him to convert on that.
And didn't manage to grab the gun in the dimensional drift, and with a Bucky, takes down Misusis.
One for his troubles, but honestly, a pretty well handle, all things considered. Castle's Kittens invested a lot of their ultimates there on a lower buy, believing they could win that round, and it was looking close for a second. You know, I thought that they had an opportunity there, but the trade's just not going their way.
I mean, the shorty in the smoke against the low buy, a bit suspicious, but did still end up in a round win, so...
Yeah, despite his best efforts to lose the round, Sloth was unsuccessful in his attempts there as Darthee and friends found 6 on the board.
Turn out!
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just Darthee finding the first one into just running down. I mean, Darthee is just already running into the seaside.
Oh man, look at this fast, you know, breach ult coming in, but Castle, a great flash timing. The slide out was just too much to handle there as Darthee shuts him down. 4v5, now they have complete control of the site. And with not much on the side of ultimates there, they're going to have to rely on Evo Mega Knight to find a lot of value here with his ult, as it is going to come down here.
Spike planted.
Gonna snatch one.
1v1.
Evo Mega Knight does find it onto Raccoon, so a 4v5 now, but with the res out from Wild X, I wonder if the decision is made.
You will
the res
not
will come
kill
down.
my allies!
And the retake into a sage is so scary.
The slows are so brutal.
One enemy remaining.
Darthee all shining as Nitro Dino is the only one to find one on the side of Castle's Kittens. A 1v4 for Stats. He's just going to get out of dodge and save his weaponry. And just a fantastic play from the side of Darthee and friends, recognizing that they have the Sage res, so honestly that ISO ult was negated pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, kind of like a perfect post spam with every single piece of Sage you kill against being saved to make life hell for the side of Castle's Kittens. Like, how you're supposed to play the game against that.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, you know, I think it's unfortunate for Castle's Kittens. They are playing a double duelist comp, right? So you might see some more success out from them on attack, but normally you want to be controlling the pace on the defensive side, right? With that double duelist, with the Yoru and the ISO being able to apply a lot of pressure, especially in mid, and they haven't been successful in doing so. I mean, Darthee has just been shutting Castle down pretty much throughout this whole first half. He's 17 and 7, Darthee is. You know, so he is absolutely frying right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're leaving Stats alone on the safe site, which Darthee and friends love just killing him and taking the rest of the site.
Yeah, the TP comes into the hell. They're going to play full retake, but I believe it's because Castle has such early information on the lurk. I don't think they're aware of him quite yet. I think he caught a timing there on Misusis, who went to go check the flank. Misusis has the bomb as well, so here comes Castle. No, he's gonna get shut down by Raccoon. The decoy gave him away as Misusis was there for the backstab. It didn't even matter.
I think Misusis caught, like, a sliver of Castle looking backwards.
Spike planted.
I mean, Castle's Kittens just have to go for this. This is the last round. Stats
does
does
find
get
one.
Raccoon.
The Sloth is good for the shot onto Evo Mega Knight. It's going to make the Silky Flood tougher.
One enemy remaining.
Mr. Dino is only able to find one before being put out by Darthee. And Stats left alone this 1v3. We've seen him do some stuff with this Odin before. He finds one onto Darthee. Maybe a bit of an overextend, but no. Misuses cleans up the round.
Yeah.
And that's 8 on the half for Darthee and friends.
I mean, I was a
Switching
very
sides.
clean half from the Neon breach, just like completely rolling over the side hits.
And, you know, an exciting first half here. And as we have a longer break here, I do want to shout out once again what we're doing here with Carnation Clash. We are community-run, community-driven charity event. And this time around, we're raising money for the Immigrant Defense Project, or the IDP. For those of you who are in the chat, you want to learn more about the cause or donate to us, which we highly encourage. Type !IDP in the chat or click the link in our description. Immigrant Defense Projects, they help combat against the administration, you know, the evil administration objectives of you know, persecuting against these our immigrant neighbors, right? And so they work upstream in immigration reform, they work downstream in providing legal counsel to immigrants. And as we jump into the second half, we ask that you do your best to support our cause that we're supporting here today.
Go, go, go.
As the first kill does come out for Darthee. Great job again from him as we jump back into the gameplay. Sloth finds one, a great blind out. It's going to blind all 3 enemies as Wild X finds one onto Abu Dhabi as well.
One enemy
Another
remaining.
there as Castle finally does find another, but it's not going to be enough as Darthee shuts it down. 2 on the round for him and a 9th on the board. Second pistol secured.
I mean, we might be seeing some of the, like, like, we're just kind of seeing, like, Castle's Kittens have not played, like, their first game, which kind of, the Daisies kind of trolled them, but they don't have the kind of warm-up that, Darthee's and friends have. It's just, like, a full game of getting to know how to play with each other, and it seems to kind of be showing since Castle's Kittens kind of primarily made of subs, which is a bit sad for them. But we'll be opening up in a B-Walk.
Yeah, you know, taking the death ball approach here onto the B site. Castle does find contact. It looks like they're going to push pretty heavily into this A-link as Darthee comes flying in with the Judge, and Raccoon finds one as well before finally shutting that down. The blind is just too strong. These players are just taken down very quickly by Darthee and friends. Very clean anti-eco. Very well handled.
Yeah, I mean, really hard for Castle's Kittens to win the eco round. Yeah, looks like they're gonna, I don't know what they're doing. Might try to look at the A site, potentially. I have no idea.
You know, it's one of those things where when we talked about the head of the spear being Darthee on Darthee and friends, right? But on the side of Castle's Kittens, it's got to be Castle, and when the tip of your spear is kind of dull and it's landing a little flat, it's difficult for the rest of the spear to drive through, and we can see that unfolding before us here is, you know, Darthee is tearing through them, and Castle's Kittens are really falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right, a little bit of an A probe coming in. They're playing very, you know, a lot slower paced in these early rounds, looking just to kind of contact up into space. I mean, look how much space they got. Finally, Darthee's going to spot them on the jump spot, but Misuse is hung out to dry as Castle finds one, traded out by Darthee. This Judge going to be a bit of a nuisance. He's just kind of living around in that sight smoke, and here come the Flutters, the flash. Darthee finds the Abu Dhabi in the smoke as well. All of these players from Darthee and friends are here, and the trades are just not going the way of Castle's Kittens at all. 2v3 now.
Raccoon with the amazing flash. Oh, that's unfortunate.
One
Great
enemy
shots off the
remaining.
stats there, finds 2. Brought down to low HP. Both of these players are very weak here, so Wild X absolutely has a chance to make it happen.
One
Finds the
enemy
kill onto
remaining.
Nitro Dino, but the
Spike down
tag is
A.
going to lit him up as Stats finds it through the wall to save what could have been catastrophe there for Castle's Kittens and finally get them into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, the 11 HP clutch from Stats, he did get an amazing 2 kills stuck there in elbow. Like, the side smoke with Darthee with a judge in it is so menacing. Like, he has so much aura. Like, he kill your teammate, he's about to kill you too. Like, it's so scary.
Yeah, but I mean, the rebuy here can't be the strongest here. You can see Castle is on a Bulldog instead of a rifle. And that's just the damage that was done on the side of Darthee and friends. You know, stats down to 11 HP, like you said, was the only player left alive. So this rebuy is going to be pretty difficult, and you can see they're still playing the slow probe on the attack side. Just looking for some early picks, letting Castle and even Mega Knight kind of work around. As there you see, Castle does find the early pick onto Raccoon. It's going to cause some rotational reactions, and look, they're moving away from this A bomb site.
Yeah,
However, Castle's Kittens do not choose to walk up to A. Instead, they're going to regroup towards C. So perhaps maybe a bit of a misread, but no, Darthee, a little concerned about this A walk that happened to him last time, is going to go over and help stats as the C exec is coming in from Castle's Kittens behind the Yorol. There's nobody home.
I mean, it feels like they think it's all on A, but they're kind of just fully mistaken.
Yeah, perhaps
Spike
an
planted.
overplay
Yeah,
from
a
Darthee
crazy
and friends.
retake.
Alarm bot
They
out.
do have the Omen Blind here first slot, so that could be impactful because a couple of these players tucked pretty tight on default. Yeah, Evo Mega Knight, he's holding out that decay, I imagine, off the contact of the alarm bot. Gonna be blinded up, but does find the decay onto Darthee. He's going to be taken down to 1 HP. Nitro Dino takes out his counterpart. He's is there for the trade on 3v4 now.
Darthee
Shot
only
from
1 HP.
He's gonna get healed up now too. Finds another onto Evo Mega Knight. Finds a third onto Nitro Dino. Slides out.
Last
Shot
player
by Castle.
standing.
Time is very low here. Wild X has to go for the swing. Wait, yes, does find it, but is there time? I believe there will be time. The retake goes the way of Darthee and friends. They're gonna jump to 11 on the board. Man, that did not look winnable, but Darthee, with more heroics out there, just continues to fry.
I mean, Wild X, I'm pretty sure his bronze just won a gunfight against an immortal player. I mean, the guns were not even, but it seemed like Castle may have gotten gapped in that last fight.
Yeah, I wonder if there was a bit of a miscommunication there, because you saw Castle looking towards Garage for a moment instead of CT, where both players were flooding from backside, and you wonder if his crosshair was set in the right place, if he's able to find both and win that round out. But you know, too little too late now, as we could see. 26 kills now for Darthee here at 11-5. He is just owning the server. And it's going to be a fast reaction in Garage. Castle catches Wild X out with the knife. That's going to be a gun collected. An acceleration into the C-site slot does shut down Evo Mega Knight. The flood is here. However, Castle does find the
paranoia was
one enemy remaining.
but it's just
Spike
not quite
down.
enough.
C.
It's going to crack him with the C-site. A 1v3 here for stats. Really well handled by Castle's Kittens.
Spike planted.
Watching Castle with this TP back to Rap Garage, kind of amazing. But is fully 1 HP. Will get spotted out by Misuses.
Yeah, this is a difficult 1v3 here for Misuses. I mean, he is full HP and Castle's down to 5, but with this contact that is happening in CT, right, you can see the Sova is on the line there.
Gone.
Let's find the shot onto Nitro Dino and finds a second on stats. Suddenly, it's extremely winnable here for Misuses. Castle on 1 HP. He's gonna go for the full stick. It's not planted for Castle. He swings out after the half and finds the kill up to Castle. Oh my goodness.
Clutch.
A 1v3 clutch puts us on match point. Completely fell apart for Castle's Kittens. Aria, what happened?
Yeah.
Match
I
point.
mean, that was so devastating. It feels like Castle's Kittens were not on the same page. As I said again, they didn't have that game 1, like, of playing together, so their crossfires not quite correct. Like, I think someone swung out, like, backseat, just kind of gave so many 1v1s to Misuses, and he's an incredible player, and just took advantage of their misplays.
100%. I mean, just absolutely fantastic stuff. We've been talking about Darthee all map, but Misuse is quietly a bit of an unsung hero there, as you saw in that 1v3. He's also been lighting up the scoreboard. As it looks like Castle's Kittens maybe a bit of a tilt, just going to reforce the same thing. They felt like it worked initially, and they just need to do it again and not throw. They find the pick on the slot that's going to open up the C site. 5v4 here. There are a lot of ultimates on both sides here as the Hunter's Fury comes in from Darthee and friends. Not quite going to find the kill, but Castle gets taken down by Raccoon. So 4v4 now. The Abu Dhabi does trade out Wild X, so no res going to be on the board here as the spike does finally
Spike
get planted. Darthee, the menace, he's still alive. He does have his ultimate still. Abu Dhabi finds another, however, onto Misuses. He's going to get taken down. So now just Raccoon and Darthee alone in this 2v4.
The overdrive might come out.
Darthee
with it. That was
One
insane.
enemy remaining.
Slide out. Finds the third on the
Player
stats, but he's
standing.
not aware of Evo Mega Knight, who had wrapped around sight and finally shuts him down, and it got hairy again there, but a 6 round on the board to keep this map alive here for Castle's Kittens.
I mean, Darthee and friends, they're making these 4v5 retakes happen. Like, they make it look so easy, even though they couldn't convert their like amazing flood. Like, is still so scary for the side Castles Kittens. Like every round is losable, even if you have the man advantage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think they do have an understanding though that the C site has been what's working for them, and why switch it up at this point at match point. So a bit of a reaction out from Darthee and friends. They tried to do something aggressive mid and catch them out early garage. And grass, however, it's just a full C exec coming out from Castles Kittens with the Hunter's Fury. It's not going to find anything, but it is going to reveal an empty bomb site. But look at the retake ultimates. I mean, it's just so
Spike
much.
planted.
And misuses on this flank finds stats. Look at these players flank. The slide out from Darthee is great. He's going to take the Abu Dhabi down as well. With this tight corner, great shot out from Nitro Dino on the blind. They're going to have to work completely through C long here. All 4 players. The Raccoon with the ultimate out from CT.
Last player
Slot and
standing.
Raccoon are going to come out with and that's going to shut it down. That's going to be the map. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, these retakes from Darthee and friends, just textbook clinical stuff coming out. Just completely dissected Castles Kittens on the side.
Yeah. I mean, they have the Neon Breach. Is so hard to just take the site. You might have to just take more space. Like, the site is not safe. Like, that was like amazing. The retakes are so good.
Yeah, I mean, wow, fantastic stuff. You talked about it a lot. I mean, Castles Kittens did not have the opportunity to play. I mean, look at that scoreboard. Darthee, 400 ACS, 29 and 13. All of the players on Darthee and friends were positive, except WildX, who was almost positive as well. So you could see it just in the kills. You could see it just from watching overall. It looked like some pretty pure dominance.